amazing haul. So this box just came. I waited for it for, oh my goodness, it was like 13 days before this box got to me because it was 47 pounds. And you can see I've already started sorting stuff. I stayed up for about 3 hours last night sorting. And this is probably one of my better hauls. I've only had one better than this, but this, my goodness. Well, I'll go over to the fun stuff I picked out already. Well, one, I like that they kept this separate. This is Slave 1, a Star Wars set, and that should be mostly complete. It was in the photo. Unfortunately, they had to kind of crush it to fit it in the box, but enough of that. And then stuff I have. Okay, so I kind of, Swiffer Duster, picked out some of the, oh, I don't know, the special pieces just for preliminary sorting. And so right away, this is what really caught my eye on the auction. This person, I feel bad when I get these great deals because this poor person, this was his childhood collection, and he listed it, the listing ended at like 8 in the morning, which is a no-no if you're selling on eBay. If you're ever selling Lego on eBay, you want it to end in the middle of the day or in the evening, preferably on a weekend when people are shopping. If you're buying, you want to look in the morning because people who don't know what they're selling are selling in the morning. So you can already see, anyway, so I paid $140 shipped for all this. So Hagrid's Hut's here. The Armada flagship from the 90s is here. The big UFO ship, which is not a big deal because you can get these parts fairly cheap. The really big, what did they call these, Explorer sets? One with the hot air balloon is here. And there are several Western sets. The one with the teepee is here. The one with the river is here. Oh, which castle is this? I'll show you the base plate. It's Lion's Cat. I don't know. It's one of the black vintage castles. It's actually one I don't have. And then Witches Windship, that kind of stupid looking Fright Nights thing where the dragon is flying. Her little thing is here. There's 3 dragons total in here. There's a teepee. And just from kind of looking at what's here, I could tell that these things are going to be really, really complete. There's the top to the hot air balloon. And there's a lot of these and a lot of tan base plates. So Fort Legoredo may be in here. I'm not sure yet. I haven't found any of the signage, so it may not be. There's some Ice Planet stuff. Not much. I think it's just this one set. The Mars rover set is in here, which is really cool. What else? This goes to an adventurer set. This is just a pile of stuff. What I was really stoked about was there was a lot of Rock Raiders stuff. And this is kind of just my preliminary sort. There's at least 2 of the bigger vehicles. And oh, hold on, let me get to it. Rock Raiders headquarters is in this box too. And this set is kind of hard to find. There weren't a lot of them made. And the base plate is fairly rare just by itself. Crystal Crawler's in here. Familiar with AquaZone. I collect AquaZone, so now I have a couple of these. This goes to, oh, what did they call this set? Basically, there's a yellow tent that goes on it, which I have the tent, and a mountain, and then you build a bridge that goes across, and the big 4-wheel truck goes across. Another cool base plate. I don't know, the set itself, I've looked at the set itself. I'll probably build the truck, but the set itself's kind of corny, so cool for the base plate. Cool for that. It had this random vintage old gray big base plate in it. Can never have too many of these, especially if you do classic space. They're good. And then there were just tons of base plates. I mean, there's $100 in base plates here alone. There's some little base plates, and then a bunch of water base plates, and then this is what makes me think I have Fort Legoredo, because Fort Legoredo uses, I think, 3 of these, 2 or 3 of these. And there's obviously the TP set, which would use like one of these. Oh, that one's dusty. There was a little dust on some of them that came off real easy. That's why I was dusting. By the way, if you ever want to dust your Lego, these are fucking amazing. And if you really need to clean your Lego with water, a toothbrush works really good. But yeah, there's a lot of tan base plates. So, anyway, and then there's more and more and more. And then there's the base plate to the castle, which is really cool. So, I scored really good on this. This poor guy, he sold his childhood for very, very cheap. Yeah, when you're making an eBay listing, you've got to put the words lot and pounds and bulk in your listing. I think this was just listed as like Lego pieces or something. And when you do that, it's not going to hit any of the search engine, you know, it's not going to ping up on anybody. Nobody's going to see it. And I actually bid on this, and hours went by, and I went back and I bid it up more, just in case somebody tried to snipe it. Nobody tried to snipe it. And I mean, even at $10 a pound, this is a $480 pile of Lego, let alone piecing it out. Oh, I love these. Got a lot of these now. I'll have to do a Western mock at some point. I'm kind of just amassing these right now. I've been doing more classic space stuff lately. Oh yeah, and then there was the really cool, this was the big submarine set, which had the underwater base that has the rare white shark. I don't even know if I have a white shark, because this is a fairly obscure piece. Oh, there's the tent that goes on this. And it's in good shape. The sails to the boats, like the teepee's a little worn out. No big deal. But like the sails to the pirate ships are a little, the Armada ship, I have it under a book right now, so it'll flatten out. I gotta flatten this one too. They're a little tattered, but they're not bad. I may just display the boats with nothing in it. Oh, yeah, and that goes to the rover set. The Curiosity rover set. Oh yeah, the Scorpion Digger, I think is what this is called. It's like a later Aqua Zone. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Odyssey, I'm sorry. Not Curiosity. And that goes to the underwater set. Goes to the crystal crawler. Though I haven't found the top to the crystal crawler yet. Oh, and there was some more Star Wars stuff. Usually what I do when I buy lots like these is I don't really collect Star Wars. And so I sell off the Star Wars stuff to pay for everything. This lot's going to be hard for me because usually what I do is I buy these big lots, I take what I want out of them, and then I sell the rest and either break even or make a profit. Well, pretty much everything in here I don't have and I want. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to see if I can take this out without spilling it everywhere. Maybe. It's a lot of gray. So this is what I sorted last night. And there's easily still 25 pounds of unsorted stuff in here. And the minifigs, unfortunately, they're mostly like, this one's not bad, but they're mostly taken apart. So I'm finding like heads but everything's in great shape. It's just random. So that's like what I've been picking out and putting in that box. I actually kind of stopped because my eyes were starting to bleed last night. I just couldn't do anymore. But look at all that gray. That's nice. It's a lot of gray. I have a lot of gray already. I mean, that's just, you can see the blue and the old gray mixed. I'm going to eventually sort that apart because that's old gray and that's new gray. And I'm eventually going to split these, but I haven't yet. And then I have more gray. This is kind of my lazy box. Like, I just kind of, so you can see the dark grays in there too, let alone blue gray and light gray. And then there's more gray. And so I'm hoping to sort my gray better at some point. And there's just some black. I can't even make that out. And then there's more black sitting up here. Hopefully going to be moving soon. And so all this will get sorted better. But I was not going to buy anything new until we moved, and I couldn't resist this auction, so I think I'm not going to buy anything until I get this sorted out. It's going to be a few weeks before I get all these sets built, because you have to not only sort, you have to kind of do research. There were no manuals, unfortunately, with this lot, which is fine because instructions are free online. Oh yeah, and the big insectoid set's in here too. The one that, like, I don't remember if it makes noise or it lights up or if it does both, but I don't have the big one yet. So yeah, it was weird. It was like this guy had every set that I didn't have as a kid. You can see some of the heads are mixed up because I don't think they wore sunglasses when they were fighting dragons. There's also this set I looked up. It's like the Xtreme base. I don't know how to explain it. Some weird set I had never heard of. I'm just probably going to part that out. It's not worth enough for me to cherry pick it out and build it. God, these are cool. These big Technic wheels. Look at the size of that. Anyway, alright, so that's it for this haul. Thanks. Bye.